Welcome to the Crossroad Mall. I set myself the challenge of surviving 100 days inside this building. Sam, this challenge seems quite easy. Shut. No, it's not. Not only am I trapped inside these walls, every 25 days, including day 5 for added fun, a horde of over 300 zombies will spawn and try and kill me. Not great. Our story starts stuck on the roof with just a backpack and a baseball bat to our name. This is how I survived. Alright, so at the start, day 1 went pretty well. Just a lot of fighting in general. Always gotta have those surprise zombies at doors. This entire day was really me just picking up zombies from the floors below and just pulling up to the roof and just dealing with them on the roof. I was gonna have to be careful though because my bat was losing durability throughout this, but it was okay in the end. Every single time that I stopped and I was like, ha, we're finally done. Like 3 more came through that door and it just kept on going and going and going and going. And you can see with this time lapse how many just started to funnel out. And yeah, this day will be very time lapse focused because there's just a lot of fighting and, you know, fighting's always fun to do. They just keep on coming. This was a close one. Thankfully I managed to time that perfectly. A bit too close perhaps, but it was okay in the end. We then came across Eren Yeager in the zombie apocalypse. He'd grown a beard, but probably still fighting for freedom. We continue to fight on throughout the entire day, and now it's, you know, nearly 1 in the morning and we're still going. And this is when I decide to go over to the far corner of the roof and sit down and pass out. Day 2 was pretty much the same, bit foggier, but overall, it was alright. Still zombies at the door knocking. Here they come again. This is when my bat broke. I'd killed so many with it, it had broken, so I was left just to pushing them, so I decided to run over and try and find something if I could from a dead body. Luckily I managed to find myself a tactical knife and a chocolate bar. So I made my way through these zombies. Somehow I also picked up the fact that I'd got a vehicle kill, don't know how. And for the first time in a while, it seemed clear in this top little area. I snuck through, trying to sprint through that door so I didn't get caught, and I found a room full of bleach. That wasn't brilliant. Although I did find a sink, so I filled up my water, and also a crowbar. So that's perfect for me, because crowbar's my favourite. I then had a few unwanted visitors. I dealt with them, and then grabbed the 2 cardboard boxes. Grabbed a burger, 3 sacks of potatoes, and shoved those in the fridges. I then went out to the restaurant part and dealt with 3 more zombies. They were okay, I just wanted to get this all kind of cleared so I know it's safe for next time. I then grabbed a filing cabinet which I'd put in front of the door and the chair from an office. Then placed the filing cabinet in front of the door so I was a bit more secure at night, placed the chair down and went to sleep. On day 3, more unwanted visitors, but they were okay to deal with. I then decided for today I would explore around and I found a trowel and some seeds. I then also picked myself up a medical bed which I found on the 2nd floor. I then got surprised by a zombie, don't know where they came from, but they were there. Dealt with them after a few swings, I was pretty tired already. A zombie also tried to follow me, but was a bit slow, so I had to wait by the door for a good 10 seconds for it to even like pathfind around. It was a bit weird. I then placed down the cardboard boxes, sorted my inventory out and sorted the storage out. And then I brought the chair over as just a bit of decor for the base. I then made myself a paper hat because I thought it looked cool, and don't I look amazing? Day 4 began, and I spent this day basically clearing out a large portion of the top floor. This is quite funny. This zombie was admiring my looks in the window. This is when I found probably the best thing I've ever found in Project Zomboid, Boris the Badger. And then later on, look at this, I found Fluffyfoot the Bunny as well. And then literally 2 seconds later, this lovely little beaver. The best beaver in the world. Found a water dispenser and fill up my bottles. I then rush back, and on my way back I have a bit of a problem with some zombies. When I say problem, I mean I got rid of them all, but they all decided just to start coming up from the bottom floor. Not that many, so thank God for that. I then picked up a fridge and put it in the way so I was completely safe, and they'd have to break that down before getting me. I also then picked up this cardboard box and then placed it down next to my medical bed. A bit more storage. I then placed down all the lovely little toys that I found today. They look so cute. Hopefully I can get a nice looking bed and a room sometime later on. And look how adorable that is. I want to get all of them. Complete the collection. I then went to sleep and day 5 was upon us. In day 5, once again, a large amount of it was just clearing out because I was getting ready for tonight. Tonight, a horde would come. I'm not sure how many, and I had to prepare. So I started off by just clearing up a lot of the downstairs. After dealing with these, I went into the library and I picked up a lot of books that would be useful. And I then was the luckiest survivor alive. I found a sledgehammer. This was going to be vital in my survival. I then rushed upstairs, slapped it down, and then rushed back down, ready for this evening. The horde is coming. So at the start, only a few spawned and I was kind of looking to see where they are. And then they started spawning and oh no, there was quite a few. I thought, okay, that's that amount I can deal with, you know. It was only when I turned around and I realised they're coming from the other side as well, I was like, maybe I've made a slight miscalculation in my abilities to fight. I then decided to loop them around and just kind of get as many as I can following me, because if I can, I want to lead as many away and try and deal with them elsewhere. And that was quite a lot, at least 100 plus. I mean, even in this time lapse, you can hear my heartbeat in game, absolutely going for it. So I apologise for that, but my character was getting so panicked. I then managed to lose quite a few when I broke line of sight, so I dealt with these lot. And then I did something incredibly stupid. I went inside to see if I could get a drink. Didn't work. And yeah, this happened. Yeah, that was a dump from me, I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, it's a scratch on my right thigh. It wasn't by a zombie, it was just me falling over. But this was gonna be hard because I was exhausted, panicked, bleeding, and I had all of these zombies trailing me. So I tried to escape. I rushed upstairs through the darkness. It was so dark. I tried to think of the fastest way possible, so I cut through the back of the shops. Picked up the fridge, slapped it down in the way. And I dealt with my wounds. First I wiped it with alcohol wipes and then I put a bandage on. Thank God for that. I then quickly washed myself in the sink and then went to sleep. That didn't go as well as I thought it would. On to day 6. I'm gonna be honest, day 6 was very uneventful. I cleaned my wound, bandaged it back up, and I spent the entire day just reading through all the books that I found in the library. It's pretty uneventful, but my thinking was, I'll let this day go, I'll let the zombies all kind of disperse and move around so they're not all clumped together, and then the next day I'd come back down with vengeance and take care of them. On to the next day. And day 7 is upon us. I was going to go downstairs and kill every zombie I saw. So I began by clearing up my floor, only a few here actually, for some reason there wasn't that many. I ventured down the stairs and this is when I started to see quite a few more. I brought them back upstairs and as you can see here, this is how many are following me. I did pick up that firefighter's outfit because that'd be really useful for protection. And this funny zombie, I push them and they just give up. They just kind of go, okay, fair enough, kill me. I then attract another horde, so I bring them back upstairs and deal with them up there. And yeah, I'm not looking too bad, although looking very bloody at the moment. I picked up the water dispenser, placed it at my base, and yeah, went to bed. Got through about 100 zombies today. Okay, and now day 8 is upon us. We have survived a week. Sadly though, we have a annoying guest. They are banging away at the fridge, so we deal with them. And yeah, hopefully that's the last of people banging on our fridges. I head downstairs and I deal with all the zombies that I can see. Still probably getting through the remains of that last horde on day 5. That's how many there were, and there will only be more, and the next horde will come on the 25th day. So I've got, you know, quite a few days to prepare, but also you can never prepare too much in this game. All it takes is one bite. I then head down to the front and I see the crowd that's gathering. All my fans, look at them. I then hear something in the distance. Do you hear that? Yeah, it's the helicopter. Brilliant. Now I wasn't sure how this was going to affect me really because I'm inside the mall. However, this was only going to bring more zombies to the mall. I closed the door, and after a while I was just like, you know what, it's probably already seen me because this place has weird dodgy roof tiles, so I went outside and I would prefer just to look around the surrounding areas and see the zombies. And this is when I see this zombie up here, a police officer with a shotgun. That's who I want to get. I want to have that shotgun, because if I have that shotgun I can break it down into gun parts and then build a scrap gun. Finally, after hours, the helicopter disappears. Thank God for that. I then head to bed, and into day 9 we go. On day 9 I continue to go through all the zombies downstairs. They're just becoming regular now. It's just every single day, down, kill 50, move on. Simple as. They always just seem to come out of nowhere. You know, I think I've cleared some place and then I'll come back tomorrow and done. And this is when I finally find the item I've been looking for this entire time. A hammer. Thank God for that. You can see my excitement in my mouse. Look at me. This was the only thing that's holding me back, because now I can actually do things. And then, once again, I'm very lucky again. And I find myself a propane torch. This is amazing because obviously I'm going for a metalworking build and I finally found the thing I need. All I need is a mask. Literally 3 boxes away, I find a welding mask and a big industrial propane tank. This was looking really good for me. A great run. I can't really fit the big industrial tank, so I'll leave that and come back for it later. And just as I was thinking it couldn't get any better at all, I find 3 stacks of dirt. Now this dirt is perfect for me to build a farm because I need food. I rush back upstairs and I dump everything. With this propane tank, I look for the metal workbench and I craft it. This is what will allow me to scrap a lot of things and really go into the metalworking aspect of this game, which is perfect. I place it down and I dump everything metalworking into it. And then went to sleep, and we'll look at it more on day 10. So day 10 once again started off with me downstairs. I was going to try and aim and try and get that zombie with the shotgun that I saw a few days ago. So I went over to the west entrance of the mall and dealt with all the zombies over there. Here I actually found Santa, so I took all of his clothing, and maybe I'll wear that for Christmas Eve, or maybe Christmas week, who knows, we'll see. I keep bringing over zombies, and here is where I see that zombie just in front of me now with a gun holstered. This is what I really need, because I will need to make those scrap guns. If I'm going to survive the next horde, I'm going to need those weapon parts. I then see all the way over there where my cursor is, the zombie with a shotgun. I shout at the door, but just out of range. Maybe sometime I'll have to make a timer bomb or a sound alarm to set him off and bring him closer. I then find a security zombie, and they have a pistol on them, and that has 4 rounds in it. Absolutely perfect. Furthermore, they have a nightstick as well, so that's always good. I then head back upstairs because I've kind of done everything that I want for today. I then look and see that I need level 4 in metalworking to disassemble the gun, so I head to bed and we'll work on getting that level tomorrow. The first thing that we do on day 11 is we wake up and rush downstairs and basically level up my metalworking. I want to get to a high level of metalworking so I can make all the scrap armour and scrap weapons. So as you can see here, I'm going through the entire kitchen and every single metal shelving unit in the entire mall. And finally we level up metalworking. As I'm walking back to our base, I remember a comment that I received on the last episode, so I head back and I pick up the double holster. Thank you so much, you're a legend, you saved my life. Thank you very much. So that was the end of day 11. Day 12 we wake up and we've got another helicopter event coming over. One thing I have added is the expanded helicopters mod. It just adds a bit more variety and also spices it up. Thankfully that was just a flyover. I look in my metal workbench and I see the metal salvaged machete. I look and see if I've got the materials for it, and I'm debating between this and the salvage blade. In the end, I picked the salvage machete, and I think it looks pretty good. I then go downstairs again and raid the entire bookstore. I was looking for the next book in the carpentry and metalworking skills. I then want to upgrade my carpentry. I hear the sound of a zombie jumping over something. I'll play it again just so you can hear it again. And I go on this massive little exploring adventure trying to find this zombie. In the end, I don't know if it was them, but this is the first kill with the machete, and it's pretty good. I then do a quick walk around to double check everything's okay, and head downstairs to the clothing area and continue to upgrade my metalworking. I then, on my way back up at 7, I hear another helicopter event, but this time it didn't even really come over me, it just left as soon as it really arrived. I then head to bed, and into day 13 we go. Day 13 woke up with a bang. I don't know if it was shooting at me or not. I made a run for it. Level 1 in sprinting, not too bad, but I made a run for it. Rushed inside. I did not want to die. And once again, it just left again. It shot like 3-4 times and then left. I then spent the rest of the day basically just reading. I wanted to read the carpentry book and then also the metalworking book, so I had more XP gains. I then decided to disassemble the gun that I found in the last episode. This would give me gun parts, and with these I can put together perhaps a better weapon like a shotgun. And as you can see here, I'm looking at the Slamfire shotgun. This necessarily doesn't need gun parts, but it needs planks, so I rush downstairs, grab planks and build it. It's pretty cool, came out well. Gotta try and find some ammo for it though. I then for the rest of the day practice and try and level up my tailoring. I need at least level 1 tailoring to make the scrap armour. I then head to bed and on to day 14 we go. On day 14 a bit more of a fighting focused day, and I went downstairs to the front entrance and I had more fans. Lovely, lovely. They all seemed to get caught on the kind of barricaded windows and not actually come through the doors, even though I was so polite to open them for them. This is a bit of a pain, I'd come back another time. I then got jump scared by this zombie, actually made me jump in real life. And I dealt with these zombies. I then went back out to the main mall and I realised that all of these helicopter events had brought in tons of zombies. So I went through as many as I could. I then realised that there was quite a few and I was getting exhausted, so I sadly had to end up just running away. Bit of a shame, but I was exhausted and I wasn't fighting all of these zombies. I did give a few good smacks, but it just wasn't worth it. It wasn't as effective at all. And then another helicopter event. Thankfully this time it just flew past again. We've had so many recently. I don't know why there's so many. And look, it literally just flew straight over my head. And now this is the scary part. I go over to the ledge here to look at the zombies, and this is how many there are. And that's not necessarily a problem. The problem is, look how effective that helicopter is at dragging all of those across. It's so insane. I then decide on day 14 to finally build the farm. I then used the trowel to dig furrows. I then planted cabbages, because I feel like those are always the best plants. And then I watered as much as I could. Time for bed and on to day 15. Day 15, we start off with metalworking, trying to level this up as quickly as possible, go through these shelves, and I find the thing that I've been looking for ages. Pliers. I can make makeshift shotgun shells. I then go through and clear out a bit of the lower floor of them all, getting ready because in 10 days time, a wave of, I believe, 350 zombies will spawn. I then find myself a nail gun, which might be a little lifesaver at the start, so I load all my nails into the magazines that I found, and load it up. Doesn't seem too bad actually, does it? Quite quiet, it's not too bad. You can use it one-handed too, not bad at all. I then actually level up in reloading just from shoving nails in the magazine, so not too bad. I then make the shrapnel shells with the pliers that I got on the scrap metal. Sadly though, I don't think I can put these in the shotgun that I've made, which is a bit of a pain. I think this only uses proper shotgun shells. I do try with the metal scrap ammo, however, same result. I then look at the handmade pressure pump shotgun, but for this I need level 5 metalworking, so on day 16 I will go out and try and level up. So on day 16 I test this nail gun out again, and it's pretty good. I then travel to a clothing store and I dismantle all the clothing racks to try and gain metalworking XP. And there we go. Took about half a day. We only had a little bit left on the metalworking skill, but we got it in the end. And then I go around and tear apart every single TV just because I was there and I kind of wanted to use the rest of the day for something kind of important or something interesting. I then want to get the next level in carpentry, so I tear apart these shelves. And there you go, level 1 carpentry. Here's where I find something amazing. I find the mole. I forgot about him last episode, and that's another one to add to my toy collection on my bed. I then get home and I make the handmade pressure pump shotgun, and it's pretty cool. I then grab the shotgun shells and load them up. I then head to bed and on to day 17. So on day 17 I start off by trying to build myself a little kind of metal hut, and for some reason I can't place down any metal frames and I get this error in the bottom corner of my screen. I'm not sure what's going wrong, so sadly we're just going to have to use wood for now, but maybe we'll upgrade it to metal when I can. And then for the rest of the day I just read through the carpentry skill book and the metalworking skill book, just so I can get extra XP and level up faster. And it's raining, perfect. This is great because now it waters all the crops and I don't have to worry about it, and especially if the power goes out or the water goes out, the crops will be watered for quite a while now, so all good. However, I don't want to sleep outside in the rain now because I don't want to get a cold, especially since there's a horde, in 5 to 6 days, so I move inside and I stay there for the evening. I then finish the carpentry book and then head to bed. On to day 18. Day 18 started with a bit of combat and something on my part happened, and yeah, it's embarrassing. Look at this. Thank God it's the laceration. Oh my god, that would have been really rough. I don't know what happened. I think I just mistimed it, so my bad. But it's on my left hand, so my swing speed is affected, which sucks. And hopefully this can get healed. It's only 5 or 6 days until the horde comes and I need to be in full health. Despite this though, I continue fighting, and this is where I find the best item in the game. I find a spiffo. This has made this run complete. I then try out the pressure pump shotgun. It's alright. It's not as good as I was hoping it, but it gets the job done. It's definitely good for crowd control, and that's what I really need at the moment. There's a helicopter event and it starts shooting at zombies, so I rush outside to see. Well, I rush to the door, look at the horde that's migrating after. That is pretty scary. As to not attract them all, I walk back into the main area and I find this police zombie. And they have a revolver on them, so I'll be having that. Whilst the helicopter continues to fly around and shoot all the zombies, I basically tear apart this entire restaurant for carpentry skill. I want to get to level 4 carpentry so I can make rain collector barrels, because at some point the water will shut off. And there you go. Level 3. Not just carpentry level 4 yet, but we're getting there. I quickly clean my bandage. And you see me do a double take there. I go back in and yeah, the water's turned off. Anyway, on to better news. The spiffo goes down. Beautiful. And the mole as well. And we continue to build around our little kind of base because I don't want to be, I want to be able to sleep up here, but I want to have like a little hut. Sadly, that's all we can do for now, but we'll continue in the next few days. I try and go to sleep, but there's this weird bug where I can't sleep now in this direction, so I rotate it around just for tonight and sleep. On to day 19. Okay, and to day 19. So today I decide to try and level up my carpentry more, so enjoy this little time lapse of me absolutely demolishing this toy store. And there we go, carpentry level 4. Thank God for that. Opens up so many options for me now building wise. So to celebrate this, I go back and continue building the walls. Sadly, it seems like the bed in that location is just broken. Maybe it's all the toys that I have on it, so I have to rotate it. I put all the toys back on. Don't worry, that's the most important thing. They're alright. I then go and look and see what the helicopter's done, and it's kind of scary that there aren't many zombies out there, because if there aren't many zombies out there, it means they're probably inside. So that's a problem for tomorrow. On to day 20. The bandage comes off and it's infected, and I don't have any alcohol wipes or anything to disinfect it, so I go downstairs and I get some alcohol and disinfect my bandage and put it back on. Hopefully that will do the trick. I then find a mother load of thread, which is what I've been wanting to get, because if I have this, it means I can level up my tailoring. So enjoy this time lapse of me taking away every single bit of thread. And then here I am finding more alcohol wipes, and then basically all the medical supplies that I'll need for the rest of this series. There was a lot in here for some reason, don't know why there was so much. I have the spawns on extremely rare. And now for some zombie killing. I don't know why they keep coming up to my floor. It's annoying. Maybe I need to get rid of the stairs. I then continue leveling up my carpentry. And more zombie killing. I then head back upstairs and I continue working on my tailoring skill. I really need this level, because once I have this level, it means that I can make scrap armor. And there we go, I have the level. For the rest of the day, I then read a book. And that has been day 20. So, day 21. Welcome back. Hope you guys have enjoyed the last two parts. So we'll start off with a bit of zombie killing. I'm generally wanting to clear this area out because, you know, on day 25 we have got a wave of about 400 zombies spawning and coming after us. So the more I can clear out now, the better it will be, or more manageable it will be later on. I then tear up all the leather I can find because I want to make scrap armor. And here we go, making plated scrap vests. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Hopefully we can upgrade it more or get more armor. I then make myself another piece of armor. I honestly think I'm starting to look like crappy Iron Man, but hey ho, it works. I then look at this salvaged crowbar and I'm kind of inclined to try it, so I craft it and give it a go. One thing I noticed very quickly is it swings very fast, which is going to be good for crowd control. I then spend the rest of day 21 just reading and bashing out all the books I've got. I head to bed and on to day 22. Day 22, it rains again. Hallelujah. Thank God for that. Waters the crops. I then head downstairs to test out this crowbar, and yeah, it's long blunt, but as you can see there, it's not got much range, which could be a problem. I then spend the rest of the day basically just leveling up my metalworking. I I then get these really strange sounds go overhead. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's jets, but what is that? Never mind. They go away and we continue going back and dismantling everything. That's the end of day 22, on to day 23. Now at day 23 I have big plans. I have my sledgehammer and we're going to make a kill box, or well, the biggest kill box probably in Project Zomboid. We're making this entire first floor a kill box. And by doing this, what I mean is we're going to be removing every single staircase apart from one, which will board up and we'll only be able to use ourselves. This means that the second floor will be entirely safe forever, and only zombies will spawn and come after us on the first floor. Okay, so we're done now. We've destroyed every single staircase which leads up to this floor that I'm on, so we are basically safe up here. The only staircase is one right in front of me here, but that's manageable. I then continue leveling up my carpentry because I want to craft stairs and also high level walls. And there we go, another level in carpentry. That's always nice to have. I then try something daring, or a plan that I might have. This is quite scary because if I fall I'll probably die. I'm going to build out and place sheet ropes around so, you know, I can quickly escape if needs be. However, this happened. Be careful with sheet ropes, and that's the reason why you should never go down them blind, and I was silly to do so. Thankfully though, I wasn't bit or lacerated. The armour saved me. On to the next day. So on to day 24. Today, we basically make a hell of a lot of armour. I spent a lot of time gathering up all my leather strips and all my metal plates and all this other stuff I need for it. So yeah, we're looking pretty good now. We're looking a bit less like crappy Iron Man and more just like a man with iron strapped to their chest. It's weird, I still haven't found any gloves, which is quite funny, so I've made the hand plates just for a little bit extra protection. And there we go, we're nearly there when it comes to being fully kitted out. And we get another helicopter event. Now this one is a bit spooky. Now you think, okay, so as long as it's not shooting at you, fair enough. But always remember that it's shooting and drawing all this noise is drawing all those zombies over to me. And you can imagine that, yeah, there's going to be hordes and hordes. I finish off the look with a scrap helmet and yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. I then make myself a campfire kit so I can start cooking food and also purifying the water. I then craft myself a scrap blade just in case I need a backup weapon. However, this is kind of just a last resort. And there we go. We get ourselves some fresh water and rest by the fire. We head to bed and on to day 25. Now, today is when the horde will come. Now, I've said this before, over 400 zombies will spawn. And at this very moment, I'm once again just clearing out a lot of the downstairs. I want to just make it as easy as possible for me because there's a lot coming tonight. There's a lot coming. I test out the scrap blade and yeah, it's pretty useful, but I also feel like it will be very costly on endurance, so I don't think I'll be using it. And now we await the hordes. The time has come, and oh lord, there's quite a lot. Now, this is obviously quite a time-lapse focused day, and it's just a general episode really, so I'll leave you guys to watch me try and escape and kill every single zombie here. I hope you guys enjoyed this long time-lapse. Look at this cool weapon I get. I'll be having that, thank you very much. Now my strategy for this was to basically gather up as many zombies as I can and just lead them around, because look how many there still are. I've already gone through about 160. The shotgun is coming in useful. However, obviously I have limited ammo, so I have to be cautious and only use it when I need to. Look how close this gets. Oh, that's pretty close. And now it's early morning and we're still going through them. Look how many there still are. It's insane. And now this is obviously on day 25. So only about 400 have spawned, but when I say only, there's still quite a lot considering I'm not fully geared yet. However, obviously on day 50, 500 will spawn. And then on day 75, 750 zombies will spawn. And then finally on day 100, 1,000 zombies will spawn inside the north. That is going to be hell. I finish up today because I'm very tired and I don't want to fight anymore. I go around and I put compost on my crops. Along the way I picked up some guns from zombies and I disassemble them, create some more ammo for my shotgun and head to bed. Okay, now on to day 26. Today we start off by just harvesting our crops. They've finally grown, so we harvest just a few, and this is when I come downstairs and I realise the power's gone. This is going to be a problem because how are we going to refrigerate our food? This will be a problem that I'll look at later because right now it's not a pressing matter. The most pressing matter is clearing out the rest of the downstairs because obviously there's still zombies left over from last night. Enjoy this little time lapse again. And out of nowhere, I've grown a beard and my hair is long. I'll have to cut it sometime. I repaired the salvaged crowbar. Yeah, and it's back up to good durability now. I then wait the day out, I then head to bed. Day 27. Now, right again, starting off with a big helicopter event. And now, I always go behind this little wall in case it starts shooting at me. Not that it will probably help, but yeah, this thing keeps on shooting and... oh god, that sounds terrible. Now the worst part is, look at this. Okay, the helicopter's gone, fly over, shot like 3 zombies. Now, look. Where are these zombies going? To the mall. Why? Because the noise attracted them. Look how many there are, just filtering in, and now they're going to be banging at the doors down there. I decided that the rest of this kind of episode will be focusing on the base. I want to clear it up, and I've noticed a few comments complaining about how messy it looks, so we'll upgrade it. I gather up as many planks as I can from downstairs, and we start by finishing off the main building, which is where my bed is, and then we go on to building the extension onto the right side. We chuck some crates inside, and for the rest of day 27, I sort out the storage situation. On to day 28. I head downstairs and another time lapse because you guessed it, there are more zombies. Of course there are. One of them not zombies. Now I find this person, and I mean, each to their own, I guess. And for the rest of the day I continue working on my carpentry because I want to be able to build stairs so I can build a roof to my base. Level 6 carpentry, not too bad at all. I then grab all the planks I can to build the staircase. I then continue going through and disassembling some more guns that I found. I then head to bed and on to day 29. Okay, and day 29, we build the staircase upwards. I then move a water dispenser inside and the bin round to the side so it was kind of in the way. I then build the roof. Finally, we have a roof on. I then level up my farming. I then build myself a water collect barrel. And then I drop off the rest of the plank which I have left over from the build. I then sit inside for the rest of day 29 and read through the farming skill book and head to bed. On to day 30 I spend a lot of it practicing my reloading because I want to level up that skill. And there you go, level 3 reloading. And then if I'm going to be honest, not much else happened for the rest of day 30 either. This is kind of the tail end of a lot of action. The main thing I do is I reload all my plushies and flip my bed around because once again I couldn't sleep on it. But here we go, we'll go through my kind of stats. This is how many zombies I've killed. When it says my favourite weapon, it means the salvaged crowbar obviously. Still surprised about how many car kills I have. I don't understand where that's from, so here's a general breakdown of it. Don't ask me where I got the vehicle kills from, I have zero clue. If someone knows, please let me know.
Unfortunately, from this point onwards, my save crashed. All like my other saves, so for some reason I lost all my saves on Project Zomboid. It sucked. And I'm really sorry I couldn't continue this series, but there's no way for me to get it back. And it's the same with another series that I'll be releasing a supercut for as well. But unfortunately, I just can't continue it because they just don't exist anymore on my computer. That sucks. Although, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know how you felt about it. And I'll see you next time for Build 42. Bye bye.